Now this is what we call a bow drill set. I did this yesterday and it worked. As you can see, I've been working on it. This is called the spindle.
Spindle.
This is made out of aspen, dry aspen tree. We have lots of those around. So if you find one that's dead, you guys know what aspen looks like?
No tree.
It's got white bark. Not like these, not papery birch like these here, but aspen's kind of powdery white. If you can find one that's the bark's peeling off of it and it's nice and gray on the inside of the underneath the bark, that's great for the spindle. The fireboard, that's what this is called. It's also made of aspen. This here is what we call the socket. This one is made out of bone, and that's what holds the spindle in place on the fireboard. And then you have a bow. Now, it's funny, they call it a bow, and you know, you'd think, oh, well, a bow should be curved, but these actually work better if they're straight. It puts less strain on the string for some reason. If your bow is curved and really flexible, it puts a lot of strain on the string, and then your string wears out. So if you're in the woods, you can actually start a fire using what's called a friction set like this, or a bow drill set, as long as you have a piece of string, like a shoelace, something like that. So we're going to attempt to demonstrate this. But before we do that, you have to get everything you need ready. You don't want to go and bust it's called busting a coal. And you'll see in them, hopefully, we'll see, that it really works. When this is turning back and forth, it spits this stuff called punk into this other well here, and then once it gets hot enough, it causes it to reach its flash point, and that it doesn't actually ignite on fire. Basically, all it does is start to glow, or it'll have a little stream of smoke coming out of it, and it'll glow. You take that coal, and you got to put it in something to ignite it. So we have different materials here. This here is the bark of a cottonwood tree, or as we call it up here, balsam poplar. And it looks kind of like that on the outside. See that? Mm-hmm. It's kind of furrowed. Well, on the inside is this really, really cool material that you can make what I call, or what we've always affectionately called, bird nests when I did this for a living. I used to teach this down in Arizona, actually, to youth groups, like out in the wilderness.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. So what you do is you grab this stuff and you get it all nice and
Molly,
and you make a bird nest out of it. But you need a bigger bird nest than that. That's not even close to big enough. So, and this stuff, you want to make sure it's dry. So the best way you want to move this stuff out of the way so you don't hit it with your bow. I'm going to try this hole right here, and we'll see how it goes. So basically, technique is, it's all about technique. You get the bow in there, you grab the socket, you come around, you get your foot on the fireboard, socket in your hand, you wrap and you lock your hand around your knee like that. If you do it like this, you're all over the place, and your spindle's going to fly that way, and my spindle may fly that way anyway. You got to bear down on it, and you just kind of...
That's a cool contraption.
Start slow. And one of the things I noticed about my system here that's not working so well is this stupid tail.
Can you just cut it off?
I know.
That's too easy.
Okay. And you start going.
I smell it.
You start to see it smoking.
Holy moly.
But you gotta keep going. You can't stop. You gotta keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah. I'm gonna show my dad how to make a fire.
Because I don't think that it probably hasn't ignited yet.
Smells good. If there's smoke, there's fire, I would say.
Not always.
Yeah, sometimes it's just me.
What about spinning out tires in the road? There's no fire, but there's smoke.
Okay, let's see if that's going. If you see smoke coming from the pile over here, then you did it.
You want some water?
No thanks. And this is where you have to be very careful because you're going to be breathing like this. And you don't want to breathe on it because you might blow it away. So what you do is you just do this, up and down, and breathe away from it.
Wow.
It's like a candle.
Alright. That's alright. So, now that's the easy part.
That seemed fun.
Now, you've got to get that coal into this nest without it falling apart to where it's unusable. And then, the reason I have this bark here is that, you know, we can do it like this, and you blow it in and you get it, but then it starts to blow through and it hurts your fingers. So it's nice to have this bark, which is a little thick. I don't like that.
That's pretty bark.
It is.
Let's try it like this.
It's kind of like a nature's oven mitt.
Yeah. And this has to be nice and frazzled.
I didn't know that nature had an oven.
Alright, see how that's glowing?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a spark thing.
Okay. Now I'm gonna... Okay, now it's in there.
And see how it's smoking a little bit more? And he's blowing up because the smoke always wants to go up.
This is awesome.
That's a very odd singer.
Wow.
Yeah, you said that
Like a
out
chimney.
loud.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah,
That's how nest makes that.
Okay.
Wow.
Fire! Look out!
Fire, that's fire.
Oh no, I'm losing it.
Oh, I can't see.
And here comes the wind.
Wow, good job, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Fire! I've made fire.
Now we throw that in there.
Let that catch on fire.
Woohoo!
It's catching.
Can I make the fire tonight? You can't?
No.
And then we just make sure that we don't let it go out, but it's not going to because it's going really well.
Now let's go make some other fires.
Okay, and then we just
Oh, I never seen fire like super red.
just make sure you pile that stuff
I've
on
seen
there,
it
the
blue.
small stuff, get it really going.
Yeah, when you put a wire.
You've seen white fire and green fire?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a friend in the military.
Have you ever seen a blue fire when
Yeah.
you put a wire in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty.
Okay,
Yeah.
then while that's going and it's going well,
And it's gonna attack
you
us
might
all.
as well just get some big stuff on here to keep it
Going?
going.
I don't think we need to worry about it not going out.
Well, that little stuff doesn't last very long, so you've got to get the big stuff going.